sorry, but one can't be too careful in these times. I don't suppose you can afford to be careless in your times. You'll understand that some of the things that come through my door are less than welcome. Still, never mind. The fire burns, time turns, and as you're here, then the next phase of adventuring must be imminent. So, look into the crystal with me now, and before we begin, let's remind ourselves of how we left off. From Norfolk's watery world there came 4 maids to play our dungeon game. And play it well they did, that's true, except they missed one vital clue. A waxen crayon was what they wanted. Without it, they would not be granted a wellway they could travel through, and so descend to level 2. Next on the trail are these young men. From western lands they've journeyed hence. Their own adventure's just begun. So onward now. Time out is gone.
You're down a corridor.
And there's bats coming up towards you.
Don't stop whatever you do or turn. The safest way is always straight ahead, but at least you can face what's coming.
There's arches on the left and right with no doors.
Where am I? You're in a room and it's
Would you please be quiet? Something about does upset them. Well, come over here if you like, but for goodness sake, tiptoe. Look, that's my favourite. I call him Rodney, and he's awfully sweet. Wait a minute.
Stop.
You can't see anything, can you?
No.
Why have you got that silly hat on your head?
Don't know.
What's your name then?
Douglas.
Douglas. I'm Melisandre Makepeace for happenstance. It's not a small name, but then I'm scarcely an inconsequential person, if you see what I mean. Do you like maggots, Douglas?
Yeah.
Personally, I find them fascinating, but it's doubtful if they know a lot about the great scheme of things. Are you a knowledgeable person, Douglas?
Don't know.
I'll ask you a question. I wonder, would you know who went to sea in a beautiful pea green boat?
The Owl and the Pussycat, say Douglas.
Pardon?
The Owl and the Pussycat.
The Island Pussycat.
That's right. And that's great, because now I can tell you that the first step is the windmill. Now don't forget it, will you?
No.
Bye-bye, Rodney. Bye, Douglas.
Right, sidestep to the left.
Life force warning team.
Go on, yeah.
Forward.
Forward. No,
Stop.
Sidestep to the left again. Forward. Forward.
Forward.
Oh, I'll just see an apple.
Pick it up.
Put it in the knapsack
You're right.
and carry
Go
on course.
Where am I?
Douglas, you're in a corridor with 4 doors on each side, 2 doors on each side.
Yeah.
They're
Small world team and getting smaller all the time.
there's a small wall to and towards you. Right.
Move
Go
forward,
forward.
Douglas.
Keep going.
Stop.
Sidestep
Turn to your
the-
right.
Yeah.
Forward.
Forwards.
Right, Douglas, you're in a room with 2 exits at the end and a big wall facing you.
Yeah.
There's a table in the middle.
Yeah.
Go on.
It's straight in front of you.
Yeah. Shall I go forward?
Yeah. Walk up to the table.
Yeah, I think I got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
What are the objects on the table?
A glove.
Take him round the other side. so
Go
you
around
can
the other
see
side,
them.
Douglas.
Right, a pineapple. A key. And a knight's glove. And
Plenty here to catch the eye, team, but the first priority is food for energy.
Is there any food on the table?
yeah, pineapple.
Take the
Take
pineapple.
and put it in your sack.
What am I doing?
Larceny! Who dares to rob the Brangwid?
Yeah.
Turn and face me, flesh dweller.
Stop there.
Only with the truth can you earn the quest, thief. 3 truths I seek, and here is my first. How can a knight be known other than by his name?
Rank.
Yeah, boys. Rank.
Rank. Should I say?
Yeah, right, and say that.
Yeah, try.
His rank.
Falsehood. His coat of arms is the truth I sought. Here is my second. In days of yore, some knights were poor, and only owned a horse. And yet with that, and with a lance, they often stood a fighting chance to gain by tournament success, both lands and riches to possess. But know you now the proper name of this most martial knightly game?
Jousting.
What?
Jousting.
Jousting.
Truth accepted. Here is my third. In the age of Table Round, when Arthur wore the kingly crown, who stood champion to his queen, and pawn to evil magic's scheme?
What was his sister's name?
Just say his sister.
Douglas, say his sister.
His sister.
Falsehood. Lancelot was the truth I sought. 1 is the score. Your quest is for the crown, though you may not rule. All other knowledge is denied you.
Make your choice and exit fast, team.
Douglas, pick up the glove.
Yeah.
And the
Key.
And the key, yeah.
What
Glove?
about the gold?
No.
No, leave that.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
Golden key,
You need my-
golden key.
Well, the glove
what
is
about the glove?
for invisible.
Come on, key.
The key?
And
The key to open one of the doors.
what about the gold?
Yeah, the bribe.
Bribe, yeah.
Yeah, right, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now walk,
to the
turn
hand,
round.
shall we?
Yeah?
No, right.
Right.
Forward. Go forward.
Forward, yeah.
Stop.
Turn right.
And go forward.
Go forward.
Stop.
Stop. Turn right.
Turn right a bit more.
Keep right
A little bit more. Forward.
Where am I?
Well, you're in a, like, cave kind of thing, and there's this, like, serpent's tongue coming out for a bridge.
Yeah.
And it's going into the
It's
serpent's
going,
mouth.
it's going back at the moment, but when we say,
I suppose we should ask here whether a forked tongue is likely to provide a fair passage. I think you'll have to take the risk, team, but you must time it with care.
okay, when it starts to go back, I'll tell you to go forward.
Right.
But is someone waving at you at the moment?
Who?
That girl you've seen
Oh,
her.
she's
Oh,
gone
she's
now.
disappeared.
Okay, walk forward 1 space. 1 more. Okay, now when I say walk forward, not yet.
What, how many steps?
As many until I say stop.
Okay. Fast.
Forward, now.
Stop.
Okay, now one pace to the right.
Slight.
That's right. A bit back to the left.
Back.
Tiny bit.
Oh, that's in here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now walk forward.
Keep on going. Where am I?
You're in this kind of room. You're on this, like,
Ledge.
wall. Yeah, ledge. And there's this, like, floor on the bottom. There's this, like, person, jester, sitting on the floor.
Hi, you! I don't suppose you can tell me where all the water's gone, can ya?
No.
No. Personally, I reckon it's a right blooming liberty. Motley, I says, tonight's a once-a-year night. Tonight is bath night. So what do you think I does? I gets me towel and I borrow some nice smelly soap off Melisandre and I tittles off down here for a quick rub-a-dub-dub. Only to find out that some idiot's pulled the blimmin' plug out. Oh, what am I going to do?
Look at him, look.
That's no good.
Don't tell each other.
Just tell him to get out of the way.
Douglas,
there's a serpent in the pool behind him.
Tell him to move.
Yeah, walk forward.
Douglas, stop.
Stop.
Well, thanks for telling me about the snake. Oh, I'm off.
Great. Right. Turn right.
No, move forward.
No, move forward one more.
Turn right now.
Walk forward.
Forwards.
Slowly.
Stop.
Stop. Turn left. Walk forward.
Where am I?
Well, Douglas, you're in this room and there's this bomb which is not lit.
Chamber mind, you need the gauntlet team.
Douglas, move forward, quick.
Run.
Oh, what a terrible mess. It's too slow, boys, too slow. Anyway, what you needed here was the armorer's gauntlet. It freezes the fuse, don't you know? Well, no, of course you don't, because you didn't earn that information from the clue room. Now, I think Merlin's finished reassembling Douglas, so you'd better join him. Spellcasting. D-I-S-M-I-S. Ah, there you are, boys. It was a short journey here, but a long trip back to your homes in the West Country. We bid you safe passage, for others wait at the castle door. And what do you want here, young man?
I'm Scott Evans from Ash Vale, and I challenge the dungeon.
Do you indeed? Well, you're welcome to try if you have the brain, the brawn, and 3 trusty friends, and if you have the latter, summon them now.
Jeremy, Nathan, Ian, Carl.
Are you quite sure they're trusty?
Yes.
All right. Who guides this quest?
Jeremy Martin.
Nathan Holter.
Ian Mulcaster.
Well, let's get straight on with it then. Scott, here's the knapsack for food and energy. On with it now, for time is pressing. And here, accept the helmet, which stays with you until you win or lose. Any final regrets? Good. Turn about then, face the dungeon door. For reality has fled, and fantasy is now before you. All you have to do is step into it.
Where am I?
Scott, you're in a plain green room. There's no doors, but there's just in front of you to your right, there's like a gambling board or something or other, and it has a dice in the bottom right corner.
Well, if you can identify the apparatus team, I'm sure you can identify its purpose. So what's keeping you?
Why don't we go and roll the dice?
I mean, Scott,
Yeah?
Scott, move to sidestep until I say stop.
To your right.
To my
To your
right.
right. Stop.
Should I walk forward now?
Yes, pace.
Can you see the dice?
Yes.
Pick
Right.
it up.
Can you pick it up?
Yes.
Can you roll it?
Can you roll it?
We've got a dice on our screen now, and the dice has opened up.
Scott, something large is the dice is opened up, and there's 3 doorways, and above it above the door straight in front of us and you, there's a chalice.
Should we go for that? Should we
we
go
take
for
the
that door?
chalice?
Should we go for one of the side ones?
No,
What do you think,
check,
Scott?
check.
Should we go for the
Should we go for the
door with the
door
chalice?
with the
Or should we go
chalice?
for
Yeah,
one
we'll
of the
go for
side
the
ones?
chalice.
Okay.
Sidestep to your right, Scott. till we say stop. Alright, stop. Go forward until we say stop, please. Stop. Side step to your left.
My left.
Stop.
Walk forward.
Walk forward. Stop. Go to your right a bit.
Walk forward.
Walk forward now.
Where am I?
Scott, you're in a sort of canyon with there's a path going through, and you're standing on the path at the moment, and on each side of you there's rock walls. And
A strange land it seems that you've discovered within the dungeon, or perhaps not within it. However, someone seems pleased to see you, but you must stick to the path.
all right, Scott, walk forward.
There's quicksand there, Jess.
Right. Stop. Turn a little bit to your left.
How's that?
Walk
back.
forward.
Pardon?
Walk forward. Stop. Turn a little bit to your right. Back a bit more.
Back a bit more.
Back a bit to the left. That's it.
Walk
Right, walk
Go
forward.
forward.
Scott, stop. Side step to your right.
Go forward.
And again.
Right, now go forward, Scott. Keep going. Can you make it a bit quicker, Scott?
Right.
Okay,
No,
stop there. Turn to your... Side step to your left. Once. Right, turn to your left now. Stop. No, turn diagonally to your left. That's it. Right, go forward. Stop it. Okay, stop, Scott. Scott, can you... There's people in the background. Can you come forward, please? No, not there. Can you turn?
Turn where?
Turn to his right. Turn to your
Morning,
right.
team. This way, bring him down the path. I can't be sure, but those figures down the valley look like goblins. I shouldn't wait to find out.
Scott, turn to the right. Your left. Go forward. Stop. Turn. Turn more to your... A bit more to your left. No, to your right. More to your right.
Walk forward.
Right, walk forward. Stop. Turn more to your left.
Yeah, he's left.
No, back a bit. Come forward. Stop. Stop.
Get him back on the path.
Scott, side step to your left. Quick. Quick.
Right, come
Right,
forward. Come
Stop.
forward.
Walk forward.
Forward.
Quickly. Right.
Stop. Turn to your left again. That's it. Right, walk forward.
Quickly,
Quickly.
and on and on.
And on and on.
Where am I? You're in a sort of rocky room, a door on your left-hand side, and a flashing sword in the middle.
Food here, team, and not unguarded.
Oh no. What we're going to have to do is pick up the food before the sword
Scott,
drops again.
Come,
Look, it's going up and
Scott,
down.
come forward.
Should I put it in my knapsack?
No,
Stop.
no, there's
Stop.
a sword
Right.
going up and down over the food. Right. You could walk further a bit. Do you think you could walk further?
Yeah. Scott, take a couple of steps forward. Right, can you see the food beneath you?
Yes.
Right, quick.
Not
pick it up.
Not yet, not yet.
When we say now, quickly pick it up.
And back out, get back out of the way, all right? Once you've picked
pick
it up.
quick. Pick it up.
Now.
Now.
Yeah, that's
it in that
right,
side.
put
Make it?
in that side. Yeah. Right, which
Wait.
exit do you want to go for? The left hand
right
one or the right hand one? You go for the right hand one?
Yeah.
Right,
Right.
Scott,
Something in
turn to
front
your
of me.
right.
What is it?
It's the dagger going up and down that was guarding the food. Okay?
Okay. Right. Scott, can you turn to your right, please?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, keep going.
Go on, keep going.
Just keep going.
We're going out the room now.
Where am
Scott,
I?
you're in a room.
Warning, chamber mind.
There's a bomb in it, but the fuse isn't lit. But I'd get out of there as quick as you can. Okay. So there's a door right in front of us. So if you sidestep to the right.
Right, go forward.
Stop.
Quickly.
The fuse is running.
Run!
Scott, you're in a purple room and, well, a long purple corridor. He's not. Scout!
Scott, this appears to be a dwarf tunnel. Stay on the path, whatever you do.
Scott, there seems to be large bat things flying at you.
Warning, team, Scott must keep moving, but keep your eyes peeled for a possible exit. Dwarf tunnels are also used by goblins.
Scott, keep going.
Where am I? You're in a room that has a table in the middle of it, which has some objects on it, and on the right-hand wall there is a doorway.
Scott, can you go forward, please? Can you go around the other side of the table as well?
Can you see the objects on it?
Yes, there's a horn.
Protect your life force, Scott. Get the food first.
Have you got your food? Yeah. Okay.
Who feeds? Ah, then feed no more. Leave the table of Golgotha and face your destiny.
Better turn and do as he says.
3 truths I seek, and here is my first. In another legend, who was the first hobbit to hold the ring?
Well, should we say Bilbo Baggins? Should we say that? Yeah.
Should I say Bilbo Baggins?
Yeah, say that, Scott.
Bilbo Baggins.
Truth accepted. Here is my second. In the same legend, what were goblins called?
Do you know? Because I don't.
Trolls?
Scott, do you know? Do you know?
No,
Scott?
gremlins, I think.
Well,
Scott.
Yeah.
Say.
What?
Yes.
Should we try
yeah,
troll?
say
or
trolls.
something like that? Say a troll.
Troll.
Falsehood. Orcs was the truth I sought. Here is my third. A knight-errant will often follow a maid, but name me the maid who follows night.
Oh no, we're losing contact, team. Temporal disruption imminent. Too late. I suppose you think they'll have plenty of time to look up the answer. But I'm afraid it doesn't work quite like that. The strange thing is time. And of course, I live in especially strange times. Join us again when your time becomes my time. And then we'll all have a simply shocking time together.
Tregod's Town is just fantastic. I love it. Now, imagine the nightmares you would have if you could have won £1 million, but you chose the wrong answer. That's just one of the things going through Judith Capel's mind tonight in classic Who Wants to Be a Millionaire at 9. Next, Keep It Challenge. Brainbuzz is after the break. The Price is Right, followed by Play Your Cards Right, so a double Brucey for you. Digital satellite viewers, press red on your remote control and you can play along for free.